sure if I'm audible. My net is not too fast here, so I think I have to check if you're able to see my stream. Give me a minute. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I think this should work, right? Yeah, it's good. Okay. So, sorry. So I'm not in a traditional setup. So I'm using my laptop actually to stream today. I think the topic for today is what we discussed previously, which is to build a platform. I don't think I have the document, but it's to build a platform for users if you're not seeing. So I think we will just get started because that should clear a lot of things. I don't have anything set up actually. I'm going to start from scratch. So I'm going to go into SRC and then say, what do we call this? Let's say channel request. Right, and I'll do go mod in it. Yeah, this should do. We come outside, do over and then. Okay, what is it? Yeah, so we have this very minimal setup going on, but what we exactly need is so yeah, let me just draw something. So what we thought actually was to have a server. Oh, it's too small. So we're going to have this server. Okay, group that, and this is going to be written in Golang. So we're going to use Go plus Postgres, I guess. So we're going to use this to build this thing. Actually, I thought of changing this to Rust, but I'll do that as separate stream because I don't know Rust exactly. So I will have to learn that as well. I'm not sure if I can learn that in a stream, but still. Yeah, so we're going to have this server, and then I think we have decided on few other features as well. I don't have actually the images here, which I could show you. It doesn't matter PC. So we were thinking of having. Let me put it down here. How do you increase the font size? Yeah. So one thing is users can post request, which will consist of name of the user and request description. Right? And another one is we need to rate limit the request because because it's just a form submission. I don't want to allow user to do like 1,000 requests per second or something. I just don't have that rate limiting thing. And other than that, what else did we discuss? Yeah, we have this like/dislike feature. So I also want to have this, so you can see the request and then you can like or dislike that. So we have this date filtering thing. So for each day you could request, right? Because if I open the website, I don't want to see every old request coming up on my screen. I could just click what is today, what was yesterday and all, and then I could see that, right? Yeah, so date filtering option should be there. Other than that, what else could we add? I believe we could start with this first, and then we can build on top of this. Yeah, so you could see my video moving a bit because I have my laptop on my pillow, so the video is going to be a bit shaky, but please ignore that. Yes, to get this started, I think we're going to go with fiber. We could go with anything actually because we don't care about the speed that much. It's not really a concern in this case. So we can use this because this looks very simple for me. And yeah, so in order to do that, I need to just install this first. Let me install that. I actually want to know how the folder structure looks for. We could do anything actually. We can do anything, but there might be some descriptions which, yeah. So as you can see, there is some API contains handlers, package contains business logic. Okay, let's go and check this. Okay, there are too many, but what we want is, let's open something. Wow, okay. There's a handler, there's an API output. Okay, but what they are saying is that we could have contains a main application entry point in CMD, right? Okay, let's actually do this. Let me open this in a new Tmux tab. So you could see we have this. We don't want the main .2 actually. So what we want to do is we want to do CMD and then API. For now, I think this should be enough. So here I think I would put this in main.go. So we will do this, and I'll also add a make file here because we don't want to run the command each and every time. This is not required actually, but it will make things a bit easier for us. What we want to do is we want to say go build main and then run it. But I'm not sure if this will work. Let's check that. Go build. Let's do make run. Yeah, so we don't have anything here, right? So what we want to do is cmd slash main. I'm not sure if that will pick this up. Yeah, so go build. Let's see. Sorry, what if we just do go build CMD? So go help build. Okay, go. Okay, I think it's this CMD and what is it? Yeah, we have in that CMD itself. Yeah, this works. So what we could do is we could say and then we could do this. What if we do make run, that should work. So in main.go, what we want to do is we want to start a server. So what I'm doing is basic boilerplate only. So I'm just trying to make that as fast as possible. Yeah, So we have this application and we want to start the application here. We put that in log.file because it might fail, so that's not a problem. If I do make run, okay, we did v3, but it was given v3 there. Why is it not v3 here? Anyways, let's run this. So this is a problem. I think it gets very harder to write in CMD file. Wait, why is it failing again? So we build here. Let's do this. Go build. Yeah. If we do make run again. So let's try to see some example how the people have done this. So yeah, they are putting this main dot code here. Then you know what, let's keep this very simple. So what I want to do is just move this outside and delete the file. Then and if I update the make file as well, I want to just channel request. So we're just building the binary and then trying to run that. What is it? What? Okay. I think v3 is the problem, but I don't know why okay, let it be. I think we could now add handlers if you want. So the first thing is we want a DB connection. So we need to create Postgres. So for that we need this post. I have this Postgres running. Okay, how do I index? Okay, you know what? Let's create a new. So I have this Postgres thing running here already. So I could use this to connect to my DB and then try running a query from there. We need to define our structure as well, table structure. Let's do that. Table txt. Let's keep this open. But I just want to visit how are we going to connect these Postgres here. So we have go rm plus Postgres. Okay, where is the I just need the database. So this is 5 star. You know what? I'm going to ask Google. So let's say go fiber Postgres. Yeah, this is what you want. So we need to install this and then just do the config. So let's do that. We will install this. Actually, let me see the sorry for streaming too late, but I didn't get much time today to start the stream, so I just thought let's do a midnight stream. Okay, so we want to use this here. So I think first thing we need to do is we need to see how we are going to handle a request. So for the handlers, we're going to just put it inside this API. And before even that, let's say what we're going to say. We want to have this request, right? So let's just say request .go. But this, when listening to this request.go, some might misunderstand this as a HTTP request. So let's go and rename this. Let's rename this to, what can we do? Video request.go. Let's create as a new package, and then this will consist of the handlers. So let's go. So the documentation should help us a fair bit. So let's say we have this thing, right? So what we could do is let's open this, and I could say func, let's say. So we need, let's say, the API. So let's define the APIs. First one we're going to need is to create, okay? To post a form. Let's say /video/ it's a /request. So this will consist of data of name, something, and the description. So we're going to have this, and then we're going to do get /, which should list us with a list of JSON, which should have name and the description and the creator dot, and multiple things like this. So we can even add date is equals to some date. Let's say 14-8-. We can do this. Yeah. So let's first focus on getting this, doing a request. So for that, I think we can say create video request. This is going to take the c5.ctx. So it's same as whatever we have in this, but instead of this anonymous function, we are just going to send this one. So this is going to return an error. Let's just send nil for now. And here when we say it's a post request, right? When we say post /request, we want to say create video request. I think we have to do API create video request. So this has to be in handler, but isn't this a handler? So the v3 is causing a bit of problems. So we have to look into that, but okay. So for a request, we want to create video request. Before that, we need a DB connection. So let's try to do that. So we have Postgres, we have installed this. We could import this, but before that, let's say Postgres /v3, or is it? Yeah. So we need to define the config as well. So yeah, we need this. Where is the DB pool? Okay. So So table we want to say video request or channel request. So false interval is this, and then yeah, we're going to send the username, password, I think it's required. Not the table, but we need the database. So we'll just comment this for now, and can we query on this? Yeah, we could query. So we can pass this around now. Like, I think we could do this. Can we do this? Postgres storage. How do we send this here? What? Let's open this header here. So let's add the main dot, not main dot, let's add video request code. So how to take in, I'm going to ask this, how to take another parameter in create video request. We actually want to send the DB connector, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you could do this. So what it suggests is that we create a struct already here. Like, let's say video request, right? So it's a struct. And then there is a DB here, for example, which is a Postgres storage. And then we tie this function to this struct. Let's say videos request. And now we can access v.db here. And then we can query even like this. But before even doing this, we need to initialize that here. So we have the DB here. We have the handler. Let's comment that for now. So we have the handler. So let's create a video request struct. Right. So we have this DB, which is our store. And then here we could just say v.create video request. Now here we could say v.db.connection.query. Context is going to be C, and then there comes a query. So let's define a query here and then put it here. So the query is, let's say we have this. Actually, let's try connecting. Actually, I have not tried even trying this. Yeah, so database doesn't exist. Let's actually go in. Wait, how do we even go inside? So it's running in 5432, right? So 5432 should load. But the problem is the database does not exist. And why does it refuse a connection? So visually I should be able to access the psql command. Not sure why I'm not able to. Let's try this. No, I don't think that will work. Yeah, so for this, let's try going to preferences. So what I need now is okay, let's go to Postgres. So Postgres is a database. Inside this we could create a table. So database, let's say Postgres, right? For now, to keep things simple, I'm going to say Postgres, and table is going to be this. Okay, so we have connected and select star from. So we are inside this table channel request. We don't have any tables actually. So actually let's create one table. And how do we create that is so we are inside this table now. This database, and we can do commands like create table like that, right? Okay, this is a command. So this is not in path, I guess. So if we try to put this in path, so if I try to do this, right, export path, this, and then I should be able to do psql. Yeah. Yeah. So we have these tables. So these are the databases, right? So I can create a new database. Let's say we call that as channel request, and then we can use that channel request database. Okay, I need to put this. What do we say to use the channel request? Yeah, so the DB here we want to change this to channel request, and video request is request table. So there are multiple requests, so we're going to have video requests. So now we're going to say create table. Create table video requests. So inside this we want to say, so we need a name, right? Who created the user? So let's say user, which is char of 64, and we need what else? Description, right? Let it be text, and then we also need created at updated at. So we need automatic thing, right? So let's we can say created at, which is going to be timestamp, and the default is current timestamp. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Okay, should I put this in? Wait. I guess we need to create this. So let's say create table video request, and then user is char 64, description is text, created at the timestamp, and the default is going to be current timestamp. What is a create table now? Let's go here. We have our channel request coming in. So let's try. Give me 1 second. So why is the create table not working here? It should work usually. If there was a GUI to handle this, I think it would be easier. Let's try actually to install this Postgres GUI. I think there's a DB where so we could use. Let's download video. Do I have it? Yeah, I do have it. We actually want to send the DB connector.
ESAT from the history of ESAT from the history of
Yeah, we got this. Okay, this is not what we want. We actually want to connect to new Postgres. New connection, and then the database is channel request. I think let's test the connection. Yeah, I think this should be good. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to channel request and then create a script. I think now we could create table video request. Right, so here we want to have, okay, is it predefined? So let's say that 64, and then we have the description, which is a text. We have created it, which is a timestamp. Default is current timestamp. Current timestamp is not found. Yeah, I think we can add a trigger, but current timestamp, why is it not found? Let's actually try this. To execute this. Okay, it's created. Now I think we can go back here, and if we try to do video request, now we have to check what exactly this returns. The rows and error. I'm going to ignore the error for now. And so this is going to be, let's check what type is it. So inside rows we do have next. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to we could do this, and then okay, how do you do that for rows dot next? This, right? So what we want to do is we want to create a struct here now, which represents our table. Let's say video request table. So what do we have there? We do have a name, which is a string, a description, which is a string, and create a wait. Yeah, so we have name, description, created at. So this is going to be timestamp. What? Okay, let's see what is it. And now we could first get. How do we get? Actually, let's check the doc. this, yeah, in Postgres. How do I query this? Query Postgres from GoFiber. Oh, we have this, we do the query. Yeah, this is what we want. Okay. So for roles.next, we could actually, instead of this, let's comment that out. We could say name is a string, description is a string, and then I could do roles.scan, right? Name and destination. Sorry, description. And now let's just print that out. Name and description. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do make run. Wait, what? Then this table video request will not exist. It's channel request, right? Database is channel request and table is video request. How does it not exist? The database, I have to check once. It's channel request. Wait, where is this exactly happening? Yeah, it's in main 15. We are creating this. So it's just saying table does not exist. But table does exist, right? We just created it. So table. Wait, what? Okay, it's inside template one. Let me disconnect this first. And then go into this, do SQL script, and then let's run this. It does exist already. Yeah, okay. We have the video requests table, which is inside channel request. This channel request, schemas public, and we have video request. I think it should work. I'm not sure why it's not working. Any chance is a table name. If I do this, will the database connect? It's not able to connect, right? So here in the table, so if I go to this, to the channel request, list tables, we have, okay, let's do list tables, Postgres. Okay, let's choose a database. I think we have the database and DT, video requests. Not sure why it's not connecting. So this is in 5432 port 5432. and post is going to be this. Okay, what if we have to do the username, which is Postgres? Still not. I'm just not able to know why this says.
Barely try it?
So yeah, I might be connecting to a different database itself, but I'm connecting to the same one. So my confusion is that here there is another template one, right? Localhost 5432. Localhost. Oh, come on. And then video request. Let's edit this connection. Host is localhost, database is channel request. Let's connect via URL. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, now it's been connected. I think the connection URL worked. So if I go to Postman now, and if I do where post request to /request, and this is 3000. And for now, I'm just raw JSON, and the name is going to be test, description is going to be test. We're not going to store this now, we're just going to hit it. So let's see what do we get here. We don't get anything, you see. We don't get anything. So, because there are no rows, right? So if I try to insert something, let's say, how do you even insert? I think I could do. So the query will change. The query will be insert into video request, name, description, values are going to be like this. And we're going to wrap this in sprintf. And here we're going to say name and description, which we got from. So we actually need the data here. So name is going to be c.form, I guess. Is it a form value or JSON? Request dot body dot. So this is remember the body. I just want feed body. No. What I want is I want to parse the request. So let's go to this fiber and see how post data is handled. Where do I get that? Go fiber, close data. Okay, you need this strap. This is cool actually because this should be easier to do. So if I do this, I have the description here. I have the description here. Wait, isn't a body password? Okay, there is no body password. Wait, how is there no body password? Body password. I don't have the CTX. Okay, is it like this? Okay, there is no body password. What else can I do? Let's ask Ada. How to get JSON body of request and go fiber. Body password doesn't go. What is the body password? Okay, wait. Is this V3? Yeah, it's V3. So not able to get body password. Bind.json. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we could do payload.name and payload.description. You know what? Let's try running that. So let's go to Postman. Let's write this. Let's go to the DB and see if we have anything here. We don't have anything, but why is that? Okay, there is an error coming up, right? Let's see the error. Column test does not exist. What is test? Wait, what? Okay, you mean test this one? Column test does not exist. What is it? Why is it going as a column? Okay, I understood. It's because we don't have this. If I run now and go here, do this. Yeah. If I do a refresh here, I get it. Finally. Yes, we're able to get this. So we can filter this based on the date. But for now, what we want to do is the next thing, which let's put our error. So here I think we need the other get request. we do slash, then let's just copy this, put it above it. Get video requests. So now I think we get the rows here, and if there is no error, then for rows not equals dot next. If there is a row, then what we want to do is we want to say name is this and this, description is this, and we want to say rows dot scan, and name and description. Can we do creator at? Let's do creator at as well. And then we could so we want to put this in a struct. So we say video request, and that's going to be a name, which is a string, description, which is a string, created at, which is a string as well for now. And what we're going to do is we say request is going to be video request. We just initialize it with this, and then request dot append. We want to do a video request, and that's going to have the name, which is the name, description, which has a description, and the created at, which has a, I'm not sure actually created at if it's going to work, but we will be returning c.json request. So we haven't even filtered by the date. If there is no date, we have to filter it for today. So we could do that. We will do that. What? Are you doing anything wrong here? Okay, is it because of this error thing? Could we return a JSON here? So what is this exactly? Is it like this? I'm just trying to understand if how do we return the okay, you have to do a fiber.net. Let's see if this works. Let's do this and then do a new get request and just hit this, and yeah, we are getting this, but we just don't get the created at field because I think the type doesn't match. So I think Postgres has a type. It's not string, but let's try this. pgx.timestamp or Postgres go type for timestamp. So we're just trying to understand what type it's actually converting to. Time.time. Is it really time.time? Let's initialize this and then let's try another this. Yeah, this works. We could even format this in which the user might understand, but that I think we could do in the client side. For now, we're only making getting this thing ready, the backend ready. So I think we have a working functional product. We have these two APIs, this is covered, and the table we have created. So another thing is we need to add these likes and dislikes to columns. So I'll do add columns. So let's go and alter the table. I don't even remember the SQL queries, so I'm just going with it. What is this? Yeah, so I'm going to alter table video request. Add column, I guess. Yeah, add the column which is likes. It's going to be an integer, defaults to 0. And similarly dislikes. Let's run this. We have added it. If we go back here, we get the likes and dislikes, and then we need to add this to the video request thing we are returning, which is likes, dislikes. So make sure you name this exactly, like this is an int. This we name this exactly as so not the name but the type here. You have to name this exactly as what's in the table. The thing is, it just maps to the variable name. So yeah, I think we could return this. Likes is likes, dislikes is dislikes. Let's restart. I think, is there any automatic restart for Go? I'm not sure. Yeah, we get this likes and dislikes. And also I think we need another API to update the post with the likes and dislikes. What I mean is, if you want to like a post, you should be able to. I think for that we just need to put request. Put slash I guess the ID. Do I get the ID? Let's do ID as well. Let's do ID is ID and add ID here. Right. So let's restart this, go back, and we get the ID here. It's 0, but I'm not sure if, okay, you know what, let's add another thing. Let's do test2. We've added this. No, the ID is not mapping at all. Okay, so let's add this ID. The reason we need ID is to find it. We don't have a primary key at all. Alter table video request. Add primary key. Yeah, add primary key. I think we need to add the ID first, which is an integer auto increment this. Okay, this is for primary keys. Let's set as an integer. Without a default, I don't think it will be inserting. Let's set a default 0 for now. So we added that, and then let's go to alter table video request. Add primary key of ID, but I need to be auto incremented. How do I do auto increment? Okay, I need to do serial. Add column. Let's drop this. Is my screen yellow? Because I have this night thing on. So what I want to do is I want to add add column, the ID which is big serial, primary key. Okay. If I go here, refresh it, I get the ID incremental. And if I come back here, what happened? So I get the ID here, which is an int. Let's try restarting this. We have multiple rows. Why is it not appending? Okay. I think no, we still append that. For rows, this returns a boolean. Let's try to. Oh shit! I don't have the battery. Okay, it shows only one. But we'll start next. Why is it so? Because if you come here, you see there are two, right? Let's say hit. The number of times it prints hit, those number of rows are going to be there. There's only one. Why is there only one? So rows.next. And select star from video request. Okay, let's go back here. Let's select star from video request. We get 2. Actually, let me get my charger. So I'm just putting it on hold. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I've got my charger on, so we could continue. So this problem, I'm not sure what's exactly happening. Which DB is this even connecting to? It comes here, it selects from video records. Okay, that's one thing, let's insert more and more data. So let's do this, hit this, and it still shows me 1. Why is that? Why is it just shows me 1? Wait, is there any error? Are we ignoring any error? So is there any error? Yeah, I think scan gives us an error. Let's see. Number of field descriptions, maybe equal number of destinations. Wait, what is that? I'm not sure what the error is exactly. It says number of field. Let's give this to Ada. I don't know what this is. Okay. So. Okay. I don't want to not scanning. I'm not scanning the ID. That's the reason we need to catch these errors so that we can actually know what's going on. And now we're getting like everything. Awesome. I'll just remove the print statements and then what else? Is there anything we can improve? We let it be. We could come back to this. We need this actually we need to put get request. So put video request. And we want to put that here. Right. So what we want to do is input video request. We need to be able to update the likes or dislikes which we are going to get. For example, here if we do put, okay, let's keep this get, let's do one. If you have a put, right, and to this, if you do send a JSON body, if the likes, if I say 1, dislikes, if I say 2. So I need to update this in that entry, and which entry, that's the question. I can send the ID here of whatever row which I'm trying to update. So let's actually, we don't need these at all. So what we are going to get is we need the likes and dislikes. I think we could reuse this same thing to get the number of likes and dislikes. Only the likes and dislikes will be populated, so you can just use this to bind the JSON. So I can just do JSON dot bind. Is it bind? Okay, it's bind dot JSON. In this I want to send video request. Okay. Let's see here. So we have now likes and dislikes into this, and the ID as well, so that's useful. So now we need the query, some query, and then we can use this query to do this. So the query is going to be the update column query. Let's see, update column SQL. Yeah, update video request set likes equals some. So this is going to be D. Can we do, yeah, we can do dislikes equals to D. We will wrap this in sprintf so that we could do this, which is vr.likes, vr.dislikes, and especially we need to do this, which is where clause, where id is going to be this, which is vr.id. So we do that, and then we return the result. We'll just return a message, let's say request updated. I guess this is the spelling of successful. Yeah. So let's just return that, and then now let's restart the server. So let's check something. Let's say the ID 1. Okay. Let there be 0 dislikes. We are just liking it, so we're going to do this. We have updated the request, and if you go here, ID 1 will have 1 like. So that's what we want to do. You can even add the dislikes here for the ID 2, let's say, for someone is disliking it, and this will show me with 1 dislike here for ID 2. So the order changes because it started based on the last created, I think, or the updated something, but the order is different based on the updation period. Yeah, so we have this like and dislike as well. We have the like and dislike. So what else have we planned? Yeah, rate limit. I think that should be much simpler. Let's say let's limit the request. So it's going to be middleware. So middleware is something like this. Let me show you. So there your server is here. I mean, inside your server this happens. Usually this middleware, right? So why do we call that as a middleware? So you have your roots, right? You have your handlers here. Let's say slash request slash something. So the request comes in here, and before it doesn't just directly go here, it checks if there are any middlewares here. So there are a lot of things going on in this space, and let's say it crosses that, it does everything that needs to be done, like process the request and all, and then before going into the request, it goes into the middleware, it checks whatever the middleware is there. Okay, so it just checks it and goes through that middleware. So the thing is, what's the use of this middleware? So we have this request variable, let's say the context variable C. We can update the C here and then send the same C. So with that we could update whatever the request, it's going to get the updated context. And not just that, we can check using this context or the request variable, we could check some variables inside the request, let's say struct or something, and we can decide, the middleware can decide to allow or deny the request. So the rate limiter does exactly that. It checks for some conditions and it denies the request if it thinks that there is something going on. So this app.use is what we want to do. So we can use this, the basic one. It just sets the default values, or else we could just use this. I think let's use a combination of both. Let's go to main.go, and before even starting the server, we send this. And I'm not going to do this. Next, expiration, key generator, no. I just need the max expiration. I just let it go. So max, I think I'll let 15, or not even 15, I just put 5, and expiration is 30. So for every 30 seconds 5 requests is allowed. But my question is, let's put it as 2. So if we go to the postman, so it gives me too many requests. Is it from this browser? It should be local, but let's check that. Go fiber rate limiter. Is it global or per IP? Yeah, so IP is the thing. So for in our case, IP is the local host. So whatever requests coming from the local host to this port, it just blocks it for 30 seconds. So inside this 30 seconds, it only allows 2 requests. Let's make it 5. Right. And yeah, we have. So that's it. Like that's the rate limiter. Where do we see that? Yeah. So it just gives me 2 many requests. And now if I do, it's allowing me for 5, so I have 3 more in under 30 seconds. Okay. So what else? We only have the date filtering remaining, but I think that we could do in the next stream. So we have these to be completed. Okay, so this one. So date filtering is there. And the main part is the UI. So UI, there's no UI yet. We only have the APIs now. But I think page, which is the home page or the request page, you get a list, all requests filtered. So these 2 pages are needed. I think we'll be using the Go templates for that. So not that good at a UI, but I'm not decided to use either LLM or something for creating at least a decent UI, because I'm very bad at it. Let's see. We can see in the next stream this as well. Yeah, I think that should be good. I'll just push this to the repo right now. I think we need to handle the error as well. Yeah, that's one thing. Let's handle the errors. So there are errors returning, it just returns error. Okay, is there any way we have not handled the error? Well, instead of this payload, I could just do VR video request. I can just do VR, yeah? It's not even needed. Yeah. Let's test that. We could write the test, actually. We have to write some tests. So for the backend, we need to write the API test. Let's see in the next stream as well that one. So let's go to Postman now. Let's try to create name and description, some test. We have some test right there. And if I do ID6, there is 1 like. So I have 1 like for some test. So yeah, it's working. So what I'll do is I'll just push all of these. I'll just remove this, not needed, whatever is not needed. I'll just ignore the go.mod as well. Is it go.sum? Yeah. Channel request. Yeah, I think they should do. So let's create a new repo in my stream channel. Let's create a new repo here. So we're going to call this channel request. platform to build, sorry, platform to request videos for a channel. It will be public. Keeping it very simple for now. I need to create a git repo. I'll just create. I'll add the origin here, and I'll do a commit feed. Push all friends. Backend working with crude operations. I'll add the to-do here itself as well. The to-do is going to be test, let's say API test, UI, which is Go templates, and date filtering in list video requests API. Yeah, I think this should do. I'll just push it, and I'll put this in the channel. Let's put this in the chat, and if in Twitch also I mode. I have seen people actually
Restaurant.
I have seen people use build some kind of tool which interacts with YouTube and Twitch overlays, and let's say every message that comes in is going to you can see on the screen as well. It's not the official one, but they're using some JavaScript or something. But I've seen people do that. So yeah, I think for this stream this is it. In the next stream I think we will build the other remaining things, and before that I might stream tomorrow. I'm just trying to learn Rust, so I'm thinking of streaming that as well. We'll build something in Rust so that I can learn something on. If you're learning something as well, I think it might be useful. So yeah, thanks for watching, and good night. It's too late here, so bye.